Hello friends, I am Professor Sunita Sirsat. Uh, Today is digital communication, and that digital communication shows progress and advancement of India. Telephone skill is one of them. So today we are going to learn about telephone skills and etiquette. If you like this video, please like it, share it, subscribe it. Okay. What are objective of telephone skills? At the end of the training, staff will be able to, that means you will be able to use effectively call, greeting as caller and receiver. Project the company in positive manner. Practice good telephone technique and telephone manners. Use appropriate language during telephone conversation. Speak with an effective telephone voice. Use an effective approach to handle special telephone tasks like call transfer, taking messages, call holds, interruptions, and unintentional disconnects. Manage difficult calls. That means all these can you handle very easily. In what way telephone is answered? Pick up the phone in three rings. That means not more than only three rings. More than three rings make chows in your office or in attentiveness. Meet the caller, for example, greet the caller, for example, namaste, good morning, hello. Good manner shows you respect the caller. Have your name. This is courtesy. That means you should uh, give your name, you should tell your name and ask the person in front you, that means caller. This is courtesy that serves the personalize. That means this shows to personalize the customer service experiences as well as showing the customer to hold you accountable for your review of service. Okay. Then take the pick the customer. If you, how can you help? Asking to help tells the customer you are there to serve his or her needs and to solve his or her problems. This also leaves the customer with a positive impression. That means your impression should be in positive manner. Okay. Greeting is key. It sets the tone and style of the noble interaction. Over put the customer on hold for more than 30 seconds. Phases of professional call. Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, Phase 4 and Phase 5 are: first, receiving the call, then building a rapport and identifying need. Third one is collecting or verifying information. Fourth one is provide the information, and last one is close the call. These are five phases of professional call. That means the person on call forms a mental picture of you. First pitch, second inflection, third courtesy, next turn, next one understanding, next rate, and last one is enunciation. Pitch. Pitch, that means change in sound. Inflection, that means in what way you speak, in what way the speaker speaks. Courtesy, that means in what way speaker give respect to the listener. Turn, that means loud or mild. Then understanding, that means what is the matter and to speak relevant to that matter. Is understanding. Rate, that means in what way you give importance the speaker, and enunciation, that means evaluation of your speaking. Different phone call situation. Answering call. Answering call, be prepared. Take pen, pencil, notepad. ready to your computer on. There no noise at the background also. While answering call, make call before your work. Calls beyond the ring in beyond the limit indicate that you are not interested in that. Greet the caller. For example, namaste, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hello indicate your respect to the caller. Give your name and name of the company, department. For example, Leo Geneva. This is Rahul. This is code C statement that serves to introduce and personalizes the customer services experiences. Then ask caller how you can help him or her. Okay. And last one is focus your attention on the caller. Placing call. Before placing call, be prepared. Know the name of the person you want to reach and how to pronounce it. Know what you need to say before placing the call will make your call brief and effective. Verify the phone number before calling. While taking call, your name along with the name of the person you are calling. That means give greetings. For example, namaste. This is Sunita from Pimplus. May I please speak to you ... The caller, if it is convenient to talk, then your business as politely and clear as possible. Client name during conversation. Calling back if the connection is faulty. In what way you should end call? The conversation is complete. When the conversation is complete, do the following thing. Make sure that the caller has no more queries or message. After that, after making this sure that his or her conversation is complete, finished, that time you should say concluding lines, concluding words, goodbye, thank you for calling, to the end of the conversation. Make sure for the caller drops down the receiver before you. This prevents the feeling that you may have cut them off intentionally. That means don't cut the call before his or her speaking is complete. That means first let him or her to complete his conversation, her conversation. After that you can cut his or her call. Then when it's not possible for you to take calls or it's transferring call, that time in what way you should transfer that call? Calls only if you are unable to help the caller or if the call is meant for someone else, that time you should transfer the call. Permission to transfer call. First of all, you should take permission to transfer the call and explain the reason for the transfer. That means first of all you should tell the caller that I am giving this call to ... person, okay, or I am transferring this call. Also you may ask the permission to whom you are going to transfer that call. There are some calls, they are called from ... for you. May I transfer it to you? In this way you should take permission. Then you should also mention name of the caller, department you are transferring the call, okay. Then you are transferring the caller to the proper person or department. When caller complains about being transferred, suggest having the call returned instead. The new party any helpful information before completing the transfer. Transfer a caller more than 2 times. the transfer instructions for the telephone system so that you do not cut off your caller. Then placing a call on hold. Make sure it's for a good reason. Ask permission before placing a caller on hold. Return to the line periodically. Then ask callers if they want to continue holding. Indicate how long the delay could be. Offer to call the person back if the wait will be long. Never leave a customer on hold for longer than 30 seconds. Okay. And be courteous, respectful, professional while you place the call. Okay. Answering multiple calls. That means simultaneously you have two or more than two calls. In what way? You should take those calls. Place the first call on hold. Answer the next one. Complete the second call only if it can be handled quickly. Then return to initial call promptly. Say sorry about interrupting. Then provide quality service that meets or precedes the customer's expression. That means when you have multiple call, that time you should not cut the first call and take another quickly. This is wrong way. First of all, you should give information the first caller that I have called from ... and ... maybe there's urgent and important work. Please be hold on, and then after that you should take another call. When another call is complete, you should tell that person, I have kept someone, that means ... person on hold. Please give me permission to cut this call and let me go to the previous one. Okay, this way you should take permission. Okay, then taking messages. Write message even if the caller indicates they will call back. Include the time and date. That means when there's some special message, that time you should note down them. Okay, if the caller is going to call back, then write legibly. That means it should be readable. Verify the caller's name, phone number by repeating the information. Include as much information as possible to help the message recipient. Then return to the call, turn or initial the message slip and deliver the message promptly. Okay. Answering wrong number call. This is fashion. Sometimes we have call and caller is asking if there's a ... and we say only a wrong number and we cut the call, but this is not the true way. Okay, inform the caller politely that he or she reached wrong number. Then also ask him whom do you want to speak. Okay, and then if that person is not familiar to you, that time say him or her that this is wrong number, you may contact on another number you want to. Okay, suggest that the caller recheck the number and dial again. The caller is trying to reach the destination that you are familiar with or have an idea about. Do your best to find the number and assist the caller in transferring the call. Angry customers. Many times we have to face angry customers. In what way? Don't allow yourself to get angry when a guest shouts. Express regrets for the situation. For example, I'm sorry for inconvenience. A way to agree with their circumstances. For example, I understand what you are going to say. I would be upset too if that happened to me. Best alternative for handling the problem, that you should give the authority and take responsibility for providing speakers to the customer. Then what are telephone etiquettes? Think through exactly what you plan to say. Discuss before you place call. Second thing is here, always identify yourself at the beginning of call. Then third thing is here, always speak into the telephone receiver with an even and low tone of voice. High pitch will sound like shouting. Next is be sensitive to the tone of your voice. Especially when leaving message, speak clearly and slowly. Build the habit of always turning off your cell phone ringer when entering a meeting, restaurant, theater, training class, or other place. Seventh one is here. Do not allow interruptions to occur during conversations. Eighth one is do not allow yourself to be distracted by other activities while speaking on the telephone. General phone etiquette tips are here. Pick the phones at worst at the third key. Speak pleasantly using basic phrases of courtesy. For example, may I help you? May I speak to you? Thank you. You are welcome. Then there smile on phone in order to have pleasant voice or tone. Sound alert and active. Let not your voice sound lazy, tired, rude, bored, or disinterested. Be polite, courteous to all calls irrespective of the circumstances. Do not slam the phone or cut off abruptly. Avoid slangs, that means rubbish language. Don't eat, sip, drink, and chew gum while on phone. Listen very attentively. Then, when transferring calls, whether incoming or outgoing, introduce both parties to each other. Don't keep the caller on hold for more than 60 seconds without communicating your effort. When ending your call, ensure there are no unfinished business. That means you must make sure if the caller's intention has been complete or not. Without it, don't cut the call. Okay, now you have got everything about in what way telephone communication is done. Okay, and also what are manners, what are ways to make telephone conversation.